Plants need an organic material like nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, sodium, etc. Soil is the nearest and the richest source of these minerals. Soil is the nearest and richest source of these minerals. Roots absorb them and transport them. Roots absorb them and transport them. Special tissues like xylem, Xylem, xylem carries water, and phloem, Phloem, phloem carries food, are present, are present. All the parts of the plant are interconnected. All the plants, all the parts of the plants are interconnected with these conducting tissues. Excuse me. With these conducting tissues. So I'll repeat the answer. Plants need an organic material like nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, sodium, etc. Soil is the nearest and the richest source of these minerals. So roots absorb them and transport them. Special tissues like xylem carries water and phloem carries food are present. All the parts of the plant are interconnected with these conducting tissues. Okay, so as we discussed in the previous class about the photosynthesis, okay, a couple of classes before, we have been talking about photosynthesis. So we have discussed earlier how plants have to take in simple compounds such as carbon dioxide and photosynthesize energy stored in these chlorophyll containing organs, namely leaves. The other kinds of raw materials needed for building plant bodies will also help to be taken up separately. For plants, the soil is the nearest and the richest source of raw material, like nitrogen, phosphorus, and other minerals are present in that. The absorption of these substances therefore occurs through the part in contact with the soil. Which part is in contact with the soil? The roots. Okay, and namely the roots. If the distance between the soil contacting organs and the chlorophyll conducting organs are small, energy and raw materials can easily diffuse to all the parts of the plant body. But if these distances become large, like in the case of huge trees, big trees, the distance between the leaves and the roots is very high. It's too much, not very less. It is very high. So that in that case, diffusion does not take place. But if these distances become large because of changes in the plant body design, diffusion processes will not be sufficient to provide raw material in leaves and energy in roots. A proper system of transportation is therefore essential in such situations. So, energy needs to differ between different body designs. Plants do not move, and plant bodies have a large proportion of dead cells in many tissues. As a result, plants have low energy needs which transport system have to operate. However, can be very large in plants such as very tall trees. Plant transport systems will move energy stores from leaves and raw materials from the roots. These two pathways are constructed as independently organized conducting tubes. So there are two independent conducting tubes. One is the xylem carrying water, and the second is the phloem carrying food. Okay. So the other, which is one is which xylem, which moves water and minerals, which is obtained from where is it obtained? From the soil, from down, from the ground. And the other is phloem, which transports products of photosynthesis from the leaves where they are synthesized to other parts of the plant. Okay, so this is the main gist of transportation in plants, which we'll be doing in detail further.